What's up, everyone? This is Eunice. So, Ryan forgot to introduce this series in the midst of all the excitement, and you'll see why in a sec. If you're new here, this is the Proud to Be Filipino series. It's basically a series where we sit down and chat with some Filipino influencers from around the world who are making a name for themselves, whatever medium it is, whether it's through music, through TikTok, through YouTube, whatever they're doing, and they're killing it, we are featuring them. And we hope that you enjoy these guys as much as we do. So without further ado, here is our episode with the one and only Tito Ray Tarca.
Wow, here we go. And we're on. I'm going to clap sync, even though we don't need to clap sync.
Dude, this is
Sweet.
same thing last
I did the same thing last week. It's becoming a recurring meme. I know the episode number this time. It's 24.
It is very good.
Kobe's number, rest in peace.
24, rest in peace, Kobe.
We'll never forget.
Yeah. I don't
Th-
think it's actually 24, but
No, I think
we'll see.
either way, doesn't matter. Guys, welcome to the Half Full Podcast. I'm Ryan,
Eunice.
and we have a very special guest on today. We're about to introduce him in a sec.
Oh, in a sec. Okay.
But we just wanted to say thank you for all the support that you guys have been giving us over the past little bit. We're really excited to keep these recordings coming in as consistently as possible. But that's all because of you guys. We see the support, so we're going to keep putting it out.
Yeah.
And without further ado, we got to get him right into it so we can actually start talking.
Yeah.
We're going to introduce our guest right now. Here we go. Come on.
Oh!
It's time. Okay. Ha. Ha. Okay.
I love that
Come
song.
All right. You know him from his hilarious comedy videos. 14.3k followers on Instagram. He's part of the Philo Baha'i. 90k on TikTok with over 2 million likes. You better back your hit or you will be sent home in the back by box because we got Tito Ray Tarca.
What's up, guys?
Woo.
Hope everybody's having a good day. Thank you for tuning in. Tito Ray here. You know, don't forget to buckle up your shit. And it's an honor to be on this podcast.
Dude, it's an honor to have you, man.
I'm sweating.
That was a good intro. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, we did it. We did the same thing for the our guest last week.
Yeah.
But I guess
That was good.
It's gonna
That
be a
was good.
recurring thing for when we have guests on. Yeah, make him feel special. Give him like a Manny Pacquiao intro.
Gotta hype him up.
You know, I didn't do it that like Tito Ray Tarca.
That was a good one.
You didn't do that.
It's
Now I
in
gotta start again.
that nature.
No.
Yeah. But no, it's an honor. I think Eunice is actually the one that reached out to you.
Yeah.
And I just started when she reached out to you, I started watching some of your content, and I was like, okay, I can't wait to see if this guy wants to do the podcast. And you agreed. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. By the way, this is amazing.
I'm always down for a podcast. Always down to conversate and meet new people.
Yeah.
You know,
especially
as long as we connect and like make positive impacts on each other's lives, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
Right?
That's sweet. Thank you. And it's cool too, like finding out that you're from like the same area. So we're all like Toronto GTA people, which is really cool because the people that we interviewed last week are also Toronto GTA people, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So reaching out to like creators within our community, which is really cool. So yeah, we're just gonna have a good time today. You know, just chill and chat.
We love our locals.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll start here and then we'll maybe branch out for the future. But I guess we can just get right into it.
Sure.
We had a lovely chat before we started recording.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you can already tell I feel like this is gonna be good. This is gonna
I'm pumped.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I feel less nervous now because I think it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through this.
I hope so.
We're gonna I mean, I guess we can get right into it.
Yeah.
Did you want to start? Do you want me to go?
I guess we can ask Ray himself. Can you hear me?
No, I just want to make
okay.
sure. Yeah.
I guess we can ask Ray himself to just introduce himself.
Yes.
For people who don't know who you are. Yeah.
Okay. So, my name is Ray Tarca, aka Tito Ray Tarca. I'm 21 years old. I grew up in Toronto, Canada, and I just love making funny videos to make people smile, you know, make a positive impact on other people's days. And what else? I'm an aircraft maintenance technician.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I took in school. So yeah, that's like this is my side thing, and that's my main thing.
Okay,
so.
awesome, amazing.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And he's doing bigger things.
Dang, you must be smart.
Shoot.
Must have been, I guess that, well, we'll get into that after because I was going to talk about some of your videos, but you had a recent one where you're as if like your Asian parent was watching you do homework or something like that. So I'm guessing that strict discipline helped you to get to where you are today.
Yeah, a lot of crying at the kitchen table.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Happened within like when I was a kid. So I guess that's what trained me to be hardworking. Exactly. I wasn't necessarily smart. I was more like hardworking, if that makes any sense.
And I think that's where like we can get into this topic now. But I mean, I think a lot because we talked about Asian stereotypes in another podcast that we did, and I think it's not necessarily that Asians are super smart. Is that because we're so disciplined from parents and other people to study and to be diligent. So that's what kind of puts us above when it comes to like academics and stuff like that. It's not necessarily our brains are bigger inherently. Like, I don't think that's true, but
Yeah, and in like the Asian culture, it's like having a diploma is everything. Like they're really strict on that.
That's true. At least get something.
Get something and then do whatever you want. That's like what my mom told me.
Exactly. So we can hang it on the wall and have your little shrine for when people come in.
Exactly.
That's all we need.
I'm done.
Yeah. So we have we just have some questions that we're gonna throw out. Maybe see where they lead. We just wanted to ask, what inspired you to start TikTok or just posting content in general?
So I've always loved making videos since I was a kid. Like I remember my first video was in 2006, like on YouTube. It was like, I don't know if you guys remember what Bakugans are.
Oh, is it like the things the marbles?
Yeah, they're like the little balls and then they roll onto a magnet and then like they like transform. Like I made a video with those. Like I always loved producing videos.
Nice.
And then as I grew older, I started watching I Like Grass. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
Oh my god.
Yeah, a huge throwback. They were like technically from Pickering, like my area, and like kind of Scarborough, and like there's this guy named Josh, and
I
he's
remember.
the funniest guy to me in the group. And, like most of my accent was kind of learned from him along with my dad.
Okay, nice.
So, like that's really what inspired me. And then once I blew up, it was like, okay, now how can I use this gift that God has given me to make people laugh?
Nice.
Like to make a better environment for people,
Right. No, that's amazing. Dude, that I Like Grass thing. I haven't thought about them in years. I can't believe it.
Like,
that's a OG reference. For people who don't know, they were like a Filipino like comedy group, like based in like GTA area, GTA area, and they were doing pretty well on YouTube for a little bit.
Yeah, they did really well. Like I think they're at 50K subscribers.
Yeah, especially when I was in high school and watching that, I was like, whoa, that's like that's huge.
Yeah. It's huge. And then they just all grew older. Some of them had kids, some of them like just wanted to do their own thing. So that's the thing with having a group. It's hard to maintain.
Exactly. Yeah.
We know that.
We know that feeling. But like not to be. But yeah. Anyway.
Anyways.
So did you want to expand on that with your point there or?
No.
No. Okay.
That was your point.
All right. Go ahead.
What?
No, you can ask the next question.
Oh, sure. Okay. So with that being said about like TikTok and creating videos, is this what you wanted to do for your future? Did you want to think about evolving this, going into production, pursuing stand-up, things like that? Since you're really funny, like everything you do.
Just considering like because the content that you make is really good. Do you ever think about evolving it into something maybe bigger? Is that in your plans?
I would love, honestly, like if the opportunity comes, I would love to. At the moment right now, stand-up doesn't seem like something I would want to do. Also because Joko is killing the game right now. Like,
that's so true.
I feel like if I do stand-up, it'll have to be like maybe 10 years down the road when everybody forgets Joko's jokes and then I have to come back with new ones.
Right. But I think to counter that, I mean, just because I think it's like a generational thing, because Joko is great. I love his stuff. But sometimes like you can bring up some things that maybe could speak to more people who are around like our demographic and stuff like that.
Very true.
So I think you could come at it from a different angle and it'd be actually really good.
I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, like stand up, like probably at the bottom of my list.
Right,
but I would love to get into just getting big on YouTube. I could possibly be a vlogger, or if someone wants me in their comedy show as like a Tito, like I would love to, evolve.
Right, because think about it. We got Kim's Convenience, right? Korean.
That's my favorite show. Right. Oh my gosh, yo, that is my favorite show.
I just started watching it. I know Eunice watched it already, and I'm only on like season 2, but it's really great.
That is my favorite. I was literally just watching before the podcast. Like that.
True.
And I messaged them. I messaged Kim's Convenience. I was like, hey, if you ever need a Filipino tito or Filipino guy,
That would be
Hope,
good.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Janet
That'd
starts
be
dating.
cool.
Janet starts dating a Filipino guy for some reason. That would be pretty funny.
I have a crush on Janet. So
Hey, there you go.
Hello.
It's funny because it's like, you know, the Korean family based in Toronto, right? But it's like, think about how strong the Filipino community is in Toronto.
Yeah,
Like that could be something, right? Sitcom revolving a Filipino family. Why not, right? What's next for us? Let's see. You know.
Would you ever consider doing something in the Philippines, like having a cameo on a show if they asked you?
that would honestly, yeah, but then I have to learn Tagalog.
True.
But like I loved watching, I don't know if you guys watched Eat Bulaga,
Oh yeah.
Showtime, and I forgot the other Wawawi. Like I love those.
True.
shows.
True. Yeah.
Like if I could get on that, like that would be amazing. But then I have to learn Tagalog.
That's
is
hard.
true,
I'm
yeah.
trying to learn, and it's a uphill battle. It's gonna take years, but I need to get there somehow. I don't know.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they'd have you as a guest because I know they brought in like people like AJ Raphael and Happy Slip back in the day to do stuff. Yeah,
Happy Slip.
yeah.
That's another throwback. All these OG Filipino YouTubers.
I know.
Yeah, all the OGs.
Yeah. So just wanted to ask you more maybe about your upbringing, because I feel like with when it comes to talking about like Filipino culture, especially around people our age, like there's always a difference. Like say if you were born in the Philippines or if you were born here, there's always like not like that. There's like a bad difference, but there is a difference. I feel.
Yeah,
just wanted-
huge difference.
Yeah. So we just wanted to ask you, were you born here or did you grow up in the Philippines or just?
I was born here in North York.
Okay. Nice.
My mom and dad were born in the Philippines, so I'm like, is that considered second generation?
Dude, I can never answer this question. I don't.
Second or first? I don't know. Whatever it's
Your
called.
first your second. I think it's technically second because
Yeah, technically second, right?
You're the offspring.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm second generation, and yeah, I was raised by Filipinos, like straight from the Philippines. Unfortunately, they didn't force me to speak Tagalog.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of wish like it's a little bit different for me, but you know that I'm half white, right?
Oh, really?
Yes, I am. What did you think? What did you think by look?
I thought you were full Filipino, but you just had a light complexion.
Oh,
The
okay.
lights?
See,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Okay.
Most people think that, or they think I'm just like a full on Asian, but no, my dad's actually white.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I think I don't know if I
half-half.
blame it on this, but I think because since my dad only speaks English and my mom speaks like everything, like there was always like a divide. So I only picked up certain words, but because I have like pretty much both parents speaking to me in English most of the time because of my
Right.
dad, then I never really picked it up.
Right.
Yeah, basically, I just picked up just words.
Same.
Like,
Exactly.
But like, I could never fluently talk.
I know. One reason why I just want to understand is just so I can hear if people are talking stuff about me, and they don't think I can understand. It's like, oh,
I heard that. I heard that shit. Don't be talking shit. Am I allowed to swear on here?
Yeah, no, it's totally
Okay.
fine. No worries. Yeah, because I've had it. Like I used to work at a No Frills, right?
Yeah.
And I had some titas come up to me sometimes, and they just straight up try to ask me a question in Tagalog, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I don't understand." But they just assumed because they saw a Filipino dude, and they were like, "Yeah, let's just ask him straight up." But I know. I always.
Oh my gosh, when they come up to you and they're like, Filipino. It's like that.
We were gonna ask you about that
Yeah.
question, about that video after too, because Eunice has a really funny story. Related to that.
I do.
You do? Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I do.
All right. You want?
Wait, just to follow up,
Yeah.
Ray, do you understand the language?
Yes. Yeah. I understand like a lot of it.
Mm.
If you speak to me in Tagalog, I can kind of reply in English. But yeah. But there's some words that I don't know.
Right. See, at least that. If I could get just that, that'd be nice. But-
You have to start watching more teleseries, man.
Dude, I need
what I'm
a thing. I need an account for
One.
Well, we did a thing. We did a episode talking about Ang Provinciano,
Oh.
and I got so sucked in because the first 10 episodes are free. It's on TBS.
ABS. CBN.
Is it ABS? CBN? Whichever one.
TFC.
Yeah.
Only TFC. Only the first 10 episodes are free. And I'm like, oh shoot, dude, I need to get an account to watch the rest of the 1,000 episodes. Dang.
It's good though, right? Like Filipino shows are so
They're
good.
so dramatic.
It's just like
Yeah, they're so dramatic, but they're so funny and good. Like It's like you know what's coming next, but you have to watch it just to make sure.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I don't know why. It just like it's such like I don't know. It's just funny.
It keeps you wanting more.
Yeah, because I remember when I was in the Philippines and I was watching it. I was laughing because I thought the editing was like really goofy. But it's such a dramatic scene, so everyone's like really invested in it, and I'm there like laughing, and they're wondering why I'm laughing so much. But that's another story.
Yeah, the editing could get a little bit of work, but you know,
Yeah.
they get a lot of attention in the Philippines, so it's successful, right?
Exactly. But I think if someone was watching it like from an outsider perspective, it looks like I could see why people think it's like a little strange.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Me?
You go ahead.
Okay. So, did you grow up around a lot of Filipinos? Was your environment like mainly Filipinos? Was your group of friends in high school Filipino? Yeah, I just wanted to know what that was like.
Yeah, so I grew up with a lot of Filipinos. My dad owns a basketball league in North York.
Wow.
So
Amazing.
yeah, it's a Filipino basketball league. So I grew up there with a lot of Filipinos around me.
Wow.
So my Filipino culture is very strong and
Wow.
what's the word? Prominent in my life.
Right.
I always like living in North York. There's Filipinos all around you.
That's true.
I don't know if you guys live in an apartment, but like usually in an apartment complex in North York, there's a lot of Filipinos in it.
That's true. Yeah.
I get that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So even like school environment too. And stuff like that?
School. So when I went to Brave Bluff, there was so many Filipinos.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like infested with Filipinos. And I moved to Pickering, and there's a lot more diversity. I wouldn't say diversity, but there's a lot more non-Filipinos here.
Right. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like the more you shy away from Toronto, I feel like there's less
Yeah.
like Asians. There's less diversity.
Yeah. It tends to like everyone congregates in Toronto, and like I guess it starts to fizzle out the more you go out.
Exactly.
So what was the transition to Pickering like in terms of not having a really Filipino environment? Let's say like.
I always I get along with everyone, right? Like I get along with, like, it's not hard for me to talk to people that are non-Filipino. The hardest part was switching from an all-boys school to a mix.
A co-ed?
Yeah, a mix, a co-ed. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Dude, I went to an all-guys school as well.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
I went to Chaminade.
Where is that?
Oh, really? Because I feel like Brave Buff. I don't know, because I know Brave Buff pretty well because like it's another all-guys Catholic school. Yeah, I went to Chaminade. It's in North York. It's like...
Really?
Yeah, it's like... It's like near me, so like Jane 401 Black Creek area.
Oh, okay. The only other guy school I know is Neil McNeil.
Something like that. Yeah, I know of that one too.
I don't know Catholic schools.
Yeah, I grew up in Catholic school system. She grew up in the public school system. So
oh yeah.
Yeah. Even though we're both not Catholic, but it's just because my parents were like, "Nah, this is better, so let's put you in that and stuff like that."
Yeah, but yeah, that transition was different. It was hard. My grades were a lot higher at the all guys school than it was in the co-ed school. Not that I got distracted by women or anything.
See, that's the number one reason why my mom puts me at Chaminade, because you thought, less distraction.
Yeah, my mom knew what she was doing, told me to go to an all guys school at first.
Honestly, there is, because you have experience at least a year of it, there is a significant, like, I understand that could be a reason if you're like a straight dude.
Yeah.
Because especially in terms of you don't really care so much about your appearance, especially because you're wearing a uniform.
True.
Exactly.
And there's no one necessarily there that you're trying to impress. Honestly, that's also not true, because during like dress down day or like civvies day, we call it, you pay like a toonie so you could not wear your uniform. Do you not know about this? So
I those days were the best. I would prepare my outfit like a week before. I'm gonna wear this on Civvies Day. I'd get a haircut the day before.
Exactly. And another reason, because usually at my school we had Civvies Day on Fridays, and that means after Friday, where are you going? Hitting up Yorkdale.
Yo, yeah.
Right? So
Yorkdale. I go to Fairview. I would go to Fairview Mall all the time.
For those of you outside Toronto, Yorkdale is just a mall. But or Fairview is just a mall. Yeah. But because you're gonna go to the mall after, you don't have to change out of your uniform. You just dress what you're gonna like wear after school.
That's so funny.
But yeah, that's how deprived we were. Like, we were so sometimes sick of wearing the uniforms. So on Civvies Day, people would flex pretty hard.
Flex, like a literal flex, like everything. Gucci, whatever, Champion. What was good at the time? I don't remember.
Oh my gosh,
just like your name brand, like Vans.
I mean, my high school days was more of like the hype beast era.
Yeah.
So you got people wearing Vans, crew necks, like
crew necks. Yeah, those are
brand name crew necks. I don't even remember.
What year did you graduate high school?
20.
Wait. How old do you think we are? Right?
Yeah, we asked our previous guest, but
Oh no, I hate this question.
No,
And
no.
I'm shit.
no matter what you say, no worries, dude.
You're gonna get me in trouble. I'm guessing Ryan is 24.
Okay.
Oh,
And Eunice?
Good guess.
Eunice, honestly, you look 22, 23, like my age, or 21.
Oh, wow, so young looking. Oh my god.
My Asian genes.
We're actually Eunice is older than I am.
I am a
Really?
year older.
By
well, like
A
5
year
months
older, but technically like 5-6 months.
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
I'm 25.
Yeah, and I'm 26.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So what is that? You guys graduated in
2012, 2013.
Yeah.
So 2013 for me.
Oh,
That's when I
wow.
graduated.
You guys graduated when I started high school, or when I graduated elementary school. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the yeah. See, it's a bit of a gap. This is
Yeah.
the next generation. Right?
They're killing.
Yeah, technically.
No,
I still claim the 90s. Okay, I'm a 99. People say I'm basically a 2000. I claim.
Fine.
I mean, I call myself like an early 2000s kid, and I was born in '95. But I don't know because I don't remember anything from ages 0 to 4. So I don't know.
Very true.
That's true.
So I don't know.
Very true.
Wait,
But yeah.
I'll do that.
But just be great. Asking because I never went to a public school.
Yeah.
Did you ever run out of things to wear
Yeah.
going to public school?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot.
And did you ever were you subconsciously like, oh, I already wore this
Yep.
this week?
Uh huh.
That's a thing. See, that's the advantage of having a uniform.
Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Agree.
But
And in high school, I feel like you care so much more about your appearance. Because like once I got to college and I didn't have to wear a uniform, like I didn't care what I wore. I was like, I just want to stay warm.
that's true. I'd be wearing sweat. Like it's funny when I went to university, year 1, I cared so much.
Right?
And then
Me too.
the more you're there, you get less and less of a
Yeah.
yeah.
I swear my second and third year was just like sweats.
How many?
Everything.
I'll just wear the same sweat throughout the whole week. Like these are my school sweats, and I'll just wear these when I go to school. Like,
Yeah.
I had that mentality for sure. Yeah. But hey, if you're a uniform school and you're listening to, or if you went to a uniform school, you know exactly how we feel for sure.
Yeah.
I think your equivalent of what was it? Civvies.
Civvies Day.
Civvies Day was our like pajama day
Oh,
because we just show up in pajamas.
interesting.
Yo, I remember on pajama day, I wouldn't even show up in pajamas. I just wear like what I would wear on Civvies Day.
It's
Just
like,
as
what,
excuse to not wear uniform.
sir? This is what I sleep in,
Yeah,
Okay.
I sleep in these jeans, you know?
and with all my jewelry on. Okay,
Yeah.
obviously.
Oh my god.
But I think that's where people would try to compensate. So if you didn't, because you had to wear a uniform, you had to accessorize. Even though I'm pretty sure we weren't allowed to wear earrings when I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
they would tell you to take it off.
What?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know it's different now because I actually did a
Yeah.
placement because I'm trying to be a teacher, and I did a placement in like a Catholic school somewhat recently, and they didn't say anything about the earrings.
I see.
But I'm like, man, when I was in high school, they were telling everyone take them
Times
off.
have changed.
For
Times
sure.
have changed.
And only a little
Times
bit amount of time because that's only like a 4-year
Yeah.
difference with us.
true.
So it's like
Yeah, everything's changing.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's gonna get fast, and we're gonna be the old boomers.
Oh, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about getting old.
Yeah.
We won't think about that. Today we're all young.
Yeah.
You want me to get the next question? Okay. So we know I'm gonna assume from your content that you're a Filipino fan. I mean, Filipino fan.
Filipino, I
Oh
mean-
my gosh, a basketball fan. Wow, I don't know what.
Filipino fan? Yeah, I'm a Filipino fan, you know. I kind of have to be. No, but yeah, I'm a basketball fan.
For sure. Awesome. Yeah, we are too. So we wanted to ask you, opinion on the Raptors this year: washed or not washed?
Not washed.
Thank you.
Not washed. Our scouting team, like I don't know who is part of our scouts, but they are amazing. Like, they got Freddie. Malachi was a steal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw some of his preseason highlights. Looks very
Really
promising.
good.
Yep.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm a huge Raptor fan. I was part of a Raptors commercial. I don't know if you guys saw that on my Instagram.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah,
video.
yeah,
How did I miss
it
that?
was cool. They let me go to the ACC when COVID wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely empty, and they wanted me to like shoot around on the court.
Oh, that's so amazing. Wow.
Most beautiful experience of my life. The cleanest court ever.
Wow.
Like, but it was so overwhelming because I'm usually in there at the top seats looking down at the court.
Right.
But
Right.
now I'm at the court looking up at everything, and like no one was there. It was like completely empty. So you could hear like the ball echoing. It was like it was different.
That's crazy.
It was
Wow.
different.
You're on
But
the
yeah.
opposite side of the spectrum there. That's insane.
That was
You're on the-
weird. It was weird. And it was so hard to shoot on those nets for some reason.
You're intimidated, even though it's like you've played on 10 foot nets before, but it's like, why is this one so different?
That was crazy. But yeah, I'm a Raptors fan, and they are not washed.
No,
Never.
I definitely not. Especially, I mean, yeah, they lost like I guess their pivotal big men this year. I wouldn't call Marc Gasol pivotal necessarily, but like I think Aaron Baines is a good pickup.
Yeah,
Malachi Flynn's a steal. I mean, the Raptors have shown that they know how to draft well.
exactly. But what sucks is like I knew we were drafting and making these moves as a way to get Giannis next year.
Right.
But then he signed 5 years. I was like, oh.
The biggest contract, I think, in NBA history, $228 million, something like that.
What do you do with that money?
Right?
He's gonna try to help out his family in Greece or
Yeah, honestly, probably. He's a good guy, you know?
Yeah. I'm sure he knows what to do with it. But yeah.
And I trust in Masai.
Yeah.
I trust.
In Masai,
Of course. But thank you, yeah. I mean, we're pretty big Raptors fans too. I don't know if we ever talked about this on the podcast, but during like we went to Jurassic Park a lot, like when the Raptors were like on a consistent playoff run and stuff like that. We were there for the hard times. We were there when they got the ring. So we've been through it all. Like we were there when Kyle Lowry hit a game tying half court chuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you were at the Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park. Everyone, half the people left because they were down like 12, maybe with like 5 minutes left.
I was so close to leaving.
And we got ballistic when Lowry hit that three. But then just to lose that game in overtime anyway, it was terrible.
Yeah.
We were there when LeBron hit that game-winning floater over
oh my
OG,
gosh.
falling
OG,
sideline.
right?
Falling
that was a good shot.
It was a great shot, and it was really hard to watch. But we were also there when they finally got the championship, so we were
okay, so you guys are loyal fans. Yeah, I love that.
But I mean,
I was always at Jurassic Park.
Nice.
I remember the first year we made it back to the playoffs against Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for Game 7 when Lowry got blocked.
Oh my gosh!
They said there was about 20,000 people outside.
The hype was real for sure.
Yeah, the moment he got blocked, like it was silent. Like for a good 3 seconds. It was weird. Like 20,000 people and it was silent. And I was like,
everyone felt the same heartbreak at the same time.
And we got swept the next year.
I know. Yeah, the first two were not a lot of great times, but yeah. Well.
And then Kawhi came and left.
It was good while it lasted. I will say that. I'm thankful. I don't care. I'm still thankful.
It's Lowry's team though. If you lose Lowry, then it's like
gonna be different. The environment.
I start crying.
Like the culture will change for sure.
I think I'd be more hurt than when we lost DeMar. Like
me too.
At the end of it, yeah, I feel that because I was pretty hurt when we lost DeMar.
Me too.
Because of that,
I was so hurt.
The nostalgia. That's
honestly, when DeMar got traded, I thought like Kawhi's not gonna want to play. Like we're gonna trade him too. Like
oh my god.
And then we ended up winning the championship. I was like, wow, this guy's actually good.
I know, thankfully, man. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, Raptors not washed, guys.
Not washed.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Hey, we may not make. They'll make the playoffs. Guaranteed.
We'll make the playoffs.
We'll make top four. We'll make top four. Guaranteed.
We'll make top. Easy.
Okay. We want this. You asked the question, and I'll follow. You asked the next question. I'll follow it up. It's like I gotta pull up the things.
Okay. So Ray, we just wanted to know something about your food preferences, particularly with lechon. Where would you rank lechon on a tier list? So S tier would be highest, and then it goes A, B, C, D would be the lowest.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And we have a reason for asking this.
Yeah.
And Ryan will follow up.
Well, we did do a podcast where I gave my opinion on lechon, but I just want to know what yours is.
Yeah.
This one we're gonna ask all our
Here's
guests.
the thing: if I'm having it, it depends how I'm eating it.
Okay.
Like
that's fair.
If I'm having as ulam with rice, it's not that good. You know, like I'd rather have like kare-kare caldereta, something like that with rice. But if I'm with the boys and I'm drinking, and there's like a plate of lechon there, and I'm with the crunch plus the beer. Whew,
okay. So it's a combo with the beer. Maybe that's where I'm missing out.
I've never heard this perspective before.
What about if it's like, let's say you're at a debut, or if you're at like a party or something, and there's like a whole lechon.
If I'm at a party or a debut, you best believe I'm grabbing a lumpia.
Oh yeah,
lumpia only. Like lechon, like I think it's only a drinking thing for me.
Oh, interesting. But yeah, if you gotta get the lumpia round one, or else it's gonna be gone by the time.
It's gonna be gone. You have to grab like 10 rolls,
as much as you can, as much as you're.
And then you tell your mom or your cousin or your tita behind you to grab more for you, so that way it doesn't finish. You know.
Exactly. You gotta get a separate plate just for the lumpia.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
There we go. You know. So the reason why I asked, if you're drinking in terms of like when you're enjoying it the most, you would think it's S tier.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
So I know we did a podcast where we did a tier list for Filipino foods, and I put it pretty low. Mostly
Really?
because my experience with it is like it's at a party, and I've tried it like multiple times, and I'm just like, you know what? I'd rather have something else. Like
Exactly.
I'm like,
Exactly.
it's just okay to me, and I never really thought anything of it. Now, because of that, I never get it. Like if it's at a buffet table, I just skip past it most of the time.
Yeah, personally, I think it's more of the texture and the crunch that gets people.
As opposed
Because
to
the
the
flavor,
taste.
I don't want to call it bland, but like it's kind of like a basic taste.
Yeah.
It matters on the sauce that you have with it.
Yeah.
Exactly, because like that's why I love the saucy Filipino dishes like caldereta and like menudo and stuff like that,
Yes.
because it's so saucy and the meat's so tender and stuff like that. That's what I like. But so we posted a clip on the
On Instagram.
like a Filipino Instagram account, like Filipino post and stuff like that, and me saying that lechon sucks on camera, and a lot of people didn't take too kindly to it,
No?
right? And it's weird because I've mentioned this in like the past 3 or 4 podcasts, but I'm gonna say it again, okay, in case people are listening to this.
Oh god.
I don't think you can define the Filipino culture by one dish.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
I think
No.
if you were, I would say it's adobo, not lechon,
Adobo.
or something different. I don't know. But then again,
lumpia.
right? But then again, you can't define the culture by one thing. So I think people took offense to it because it's like I'm insulting the entire Filipino culture
Sure.
because I don't particularly like lechon.
Mhm.
You don't think that's weird, right? That I don't like lechon.
No, I don't think that's weird. Everybody has their own preferences, right?
Yeah.
But also, I feel like lechon is kind of like halo halo. Like some
Oh,
places
okay.
you'll have lechon,
Mm-hmm.
it won't be good.
True.
But some places you have it and it'll be like amazing.
Right.
yeah.
See, that's
Like-
the thing. So maybe my experience with it hasn't been the best, but I bet someone can make like a really, really good one, and then I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what you have access to,
exactly.
yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
So
Have you ever had it back home in the Philippines, lechon?
I think I did, yeah, because when I was there, my family threw me like a graduation party because that's when I graduated university.
Oh,
And-
congrats.
Thank you. That was with my first degree. And
Mhm.
then, so they back home they threw me like a nice thing, and there definitely was a lechon there. Like, how could there not be?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
of course.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I tried it, and I was just like, it's still there.
Maybe you'll have the right lechon one day and then it'll
And then
change
I'll
your
change.
mind.
Exactly. I'm open for my mind to be changed, but I feel like people. Okay, I'm just gonna read you. This is the thing. We've been posting more, or we've been getting more posts on those Instagrams, and people
Yeah.
have still held on to this idea that I'm the guy that doesn't like lechon.
It's the lechon hater.
Yeah,
That's, what
exactly.
that's his new name.
Exactly.
So
So,
we found this like 5 minutes before we went live with the podcast.
which is great.
too.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I have to mention this because I want to get your opinion on it too. Okay, here's the comment. Here's the comment. So this is a video us talking about superstitions, by the way.
Right.
So it's me, Eunice, and our friend Isabel.
Okay.
This is the comment. Get that weak ass incel in the middle the F out of here. He said he doesn't F with lechon on a video. Boy. and this is 2 weeks later, and he still held on to this.
Oh yeah.
So he took the time to call me an incel for not liking lechon. I mean, he must feel really passionately about it, but
Yeah, maybe he cooks lechon for a living or something, or she. I don't know. Maybe.
I think it's a guy. But
Maybe that's the one you're missing out on. Maybe that's the lechon you haven't had.
come on the show, bring me a lechon. We'll try it and then change my mind, and I'll put it on the S tier to make you happy. How's that sound? If you're listening to this, which he probably
He's
isn't.
probably not.
But we even got a comment. I don't know if he was joking or not, but it's like, oh, I can't follow you guys because he said he doesn't like lechon or something like that. I'm like,
It's
whoa,
whatever.
Whoa.
that's kind of. I mean,
It's all good. We all have our preferences, you know.
Yeah.
thank you. See, that's what I mean. I'm not saying I'm calling you dumb for liking it. I'm just saying I just don't like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't like pancit.
Oh wow,
I do not like pancit.
Tito
that's a
Ray.
deep cut. That's a
Yeah.
deep cut, dude. Watch
If I'm
out for
ever
the
at a
comments now.
party,
It's okay.
I will never grab pancit.
What about it don't you like? Just curious.
I don't know. Sometimes it's like dry to me.
I know
See,
that.
that's
But,
the
like-
thing. Yeah.
It's just like the fact that I compare pancit with palabok, and palabok is like so much better to
Thank
me.
you.
I love palabok. Like,
Someone
Palabok-
who matches my preferences.
Yeah. Palabok, the thing is, I put pancit over palabok, in my opinion.
really?
But I put pancit in terms of like the best pancit that I've had because
Right.
it's hit or miss. Because sometimes, like, when you leave it sitting out for a while, it gets super dry.
Yeah.
Super dry.
And sometimes they
right.
put too much lemon in it. It gets all lemony, and I don't like it that much. But like, palabok is consistent. Like, it's usually, I've never really had, like, really bad palabok. It's always, like,
Never, right?
good.
It's always good.
Yeah.
Pancit is a hit or miss, but when it's really good, I'm like, whoa, it's really good. But
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah,
It's one of those.
for sure.
Like, palabok, it's like, it's good, and then you have the really good one.
It's never
Yeah.
bad. That's
It's
the thing
never
with
bad.
Palabok's never bad.
I've had bad pancit, and I'm like, oh, like, can't eat this.
That's true.
Yeah.
But thank you for, see, guys, we can share your opinion. Guys, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
See, this guy say doesn't like pancit. Come
I
on.
don't like pancit.
Whatever.
Jeez.
But I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. There you go.
So, like,
Yeah.
opposite of that, is there a food that you will not eat at all?
Oh my gosh. I can't remember what it is. It's like a vegetable. I think it's radish.
Radish.
But like my
Huh.
my Lola cuts it up sometimes and they make like this thing that like I just cannot stand the smell. Like if I smell it, I will like I threw up. Like it's disgusting.
Man.
It's
What
probably radish.
what color is it? It's like red?
No, it's like
or white?
white.
Because
It's
when you cut it,
white.
it's white. It's probably radish then.
Because when
Yeah.
radish like sits out, it starts to smell.
Oh.
And if you
It's
see,
so disgusting. Okay, I hate calling food disgusting. I was like I just I
Right.
can't.
You just
bro.
don't prefer it. For sure, that's fine.
I really don't prefer it. Like I don't want it to be a preference. Like I don't want it to
Okay.
hear me.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
close. Okay.
No, I totally get
Got
that.
it.
That's great.
I can't.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
man,
dead.
that's funny.
Yeah, what's mine? I think it's dinuguan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind it. I just won't like. It's kind of because you know what it is. It's weird, but
Yeah.
like, I think it's still edible to me. I don't know. It's alright.
Weirdo.
Anyway. Do you want me to ask?
Yeah, last question.
So last question, like a random question.
Okay.
Because we did a podcast on superstitions, we wanted to know if there's any superstitions that you follow or your family follow, like any weird ones that kind of stick out to you. Because we know Filipinos are super superstitious.
So funny thing is, most of the superstitions that I post about, I've never really went through. I've heard about it, but the one superstition that like really affected me when I was a kid and it scarred me for life, was, I always wanted a turtle,
Okay.
like a pet turtle. Okay, I know it's so weird.
No,
That's such a-
that's cool.
That's
That's cool.
And then my Lola was like, "Don't get a turtle. They're bad luck." And then I'm like, "Huh?" I don't know if that's a superstition of Filipinos or she was just lying to me so I don't get a turtle.
That also could be true. We never
Smart,
with
right?
all of these that could be the case.
Yeah, like my dad told my brother that he was allergic to dogs,
Oh,
so that way we wouldn't get a dog.
and he's not?
Yeah, my brother's not allergic. Like my dad's smart.
Oh man, that's so funny.
But yeah, that was like one of the, but also the spoon one that I posted about like a week ago.
when you drop a spoon, yeah, we
like when you
talked-
drop a spoon,
yeah.
means someone's coming,
Yep.
like a woman or a man, and it's like, huh?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
and apparently
Like
if it's a fork, it's a
uh,
man, and if it's a
Yeah.
spoon, it's a girl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. We mentioned that one, but
That's a weird one.
that's a weird one for sure.
Really weird one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Filipino superstitions.
I know.
One of the true ones, I don't know if it's a superstition or it's just that Vicks is really good, but Vicks fixes everything.
For sure.
Everything.
For sure.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. No, you don't need to go to the doctor. What are you talking
You
about?
just use your Bix.
That's
Wait,
it.
you have
That's all you
Bix?
need.
You need
Eat it, put it.
That's your little doctor right there. You don't need to make it.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
No.
Anyway, that's pretty much it for like the get to know you questions and the questions stuff like that. We wanted to move into a part where we watched some of your videos and some of them stuck out to us. So you wanted to talk about them and maybe like further dissect like where those like ideas originate from and stuff like that. So the first one is so for me personally, so a lot of the videos that you post are about like you impersonating like a tito or like a dad.
Yes.
Right? And I never grew up with a Filipino dad. I've had plenty of titos who are Filipino dads, but
Yeah.
I only grew up with my mom, like in terms of her being Filipino.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad was there, but he's not Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to, especially because Eunice too was obviously your Filipino dad, Filipino mom. Do you think there's like any inherent differences between like the two in terms of like Filipino dad discipline versus like Filipino mom discipline?
Yeah.
100%.
Like a Filipino dad is more, well, in my case, my Filipino dad was more he was louder
Okay. Yeah.
and like he would yell more, but I wasn't scared of him.
Ah. Yeah.
Like he would soften up once he would yell, then it was like he would soften up after.
Right.
My mom did not have to yell at me. Like she would just give me the look though. And then I would be like scared to death. Like I couldn't deal with it.
Yikes.
That's true.
Yeah.
I can feel that. Yeah.
That's definitely a thing.
Yeah, because I think the contrast for me is that my dad is super chill, and not to say that my mom isn't chill. If you're watching, this, but it's just like there's a huge difference, especially just culturally speaking too, because they were raised differently as well. So meaning like they're gonna pass on their parenting to me is like a whole different thing and stuff like that. So I'm always thinking about the difference if my dad was Filipino and my mom was white. I wonder like what that would be like.
That would have been interesting.
It'd be different.
Yeah.
Filipino dads are funny.
Yeah.
They are
They're funny. Like my content is literally my dad. Like everything.
And those are all. As most of the things, it's like that's something that he's said, but maybe I'm exaggerating. But it's like pretty close to. Like,
yeah. I remember my dad said, "Buckle up your shit." That's what started. Yeah. And like the funniest thing was, it wasn't a big thing to my brothers and I. Like we would just say, like, "Buckle up your shit," right?
Yeah.
And then my first driving video. Okay, guys, buckle up your shit. And then like one girl commented. She commented, "Buckle up your shit," and I'm like, "Yo, that's like I can try using this." You know?
Yeah. No, it's good. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I posted my next video and I said buckle up your shit. But then my third video, I didn't say it. And I got a few comments saying like, no, buckle up your shit. Like, where is it? Like, and then boom, merch,
There you go.
everything.
Nice.
Now you got to stick it in everything, you know? That's how people, that's your trademark now. That's how people are going to remember.
Yeah, I trademarked it actually. I trademarked
Oh,
buckle up.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nice.
Okay.
Now no one can touch it.
Exactly. That's yours forever now. Amazing. You want to ask follow up?
Yeah, sure. So does your dad watch your videos?
Or has he ever seen them?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's seen them.
Okay, cool.
No, yeah. Well, yeah, he knows I'm making fun of him, but he thinks it's hilarious. He thinks it's funny.
That's nice though. Yeah.
Yeah, because like funny thing was he didn't believe I was TikTok famous or well known at all at first, until like his friends at work started like, "Is this your son?" Like, and then he's all like, "I saw your video the other day, man." What the fuck? So funny.
Imagine finding out from your friends that your son is making videos about you. That's
I would tell him like, "Dad, I'm posting videos like I'm talking like a Filipino, like I'm getting well known." He's like, "Yeah, whatever." Like it's all like, "Your Tito Jimmy showed me your video the other day," and I'm like, "Yeah, like it's going around."
Oh, that's amazing though. Oh,
my dad thinks it's fun.
I'm glad that he's not like hurt by it or anything, because I don't know.
No.
Yeah, that's good though. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, he thinks it's funny. He thinks it's really funny.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like if I were to make videos like my mom, like acting like my mom, she'd be so offended.
Really?
Yeah. She'd be like, "All right, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you ever again."
I think the moms might be a bit more sensitive.
Definitely more.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that dads can joke it off. They'd be like, that's
for sure.
They would find it like more endearing as opposed to like insulting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the thing with my content is like, yes, it's exaggerated, but it's not fake. You know, like this has happened.
That's
like,
true.
It's happening, and clearly it's happening to other people.
Exactly. Because
you know?
the fact that the reason why it makes it so funny is that is because it's relatable in some way. We obviously know it's exaggerated because it's comedy, but it's because we can connect to it. That's what makes it like stick with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that's where it comes from. I think. Yeah. That's why I wanted to ask your opinion about this. This is kind of an off-topic question, but what's your opinion on someone like maybe outside of the Filipino culture who like does like a comedic bit about Filipino culture? For example, Russell Peters, he does like some Filipino bits during his stand-up routines and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I find it hilarious because I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about.
Exactly.
Because he's been to the Philippines and he's talking about the stories about him being in the Philippines and everything he's saying is legit.
Yeah.
But I know like of some people who might take offense to it's like, oh, what does this guy know about me if he didn't grow up with that? Like, is that appropriating the culture in some way? Or is that just like, because to me, I just think it's like, wow, this guy actually took the time to really learn like about what we're like and stuff like that.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's why I have never really posted about any other Asian cultures, because I know there are people who would take offense to it.
Right.
But if you do your research and you're able to get the content out in a non-offensive way, then I think it's totally fine.
Right.
Like Russell Peters was funny.
Yeah.
He's
And
so funny.
I never took it as he's making fun of it. He's just like kind of making an observation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, and he got it spot on. Like it was good.
Yeah, it was. Even his accent all on point.
Yeah. And then Joko is doing like Korean, Chinese, Japanese.
Yeah.
So
And I
I don't find a problem.
Yeah, and I think it helps too because with those two, like they grew up in environments where they kind of can kind of speak to that. Because especially like Russell Peters grew up in Brampton. He's from the GTA. Like he's definitely seen and encountered a bunch of Filipinos in his life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I wouldn't put it past him to be like, yeah. But yeah. Next question about we talked about this before, but the video you made about Asian parents watching you do homework, I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
Mostly because I have a story. So when I was in elementary school, right? So this is how Asian I grew up. Okay. So let's say it's grade 6, and I'm finished grade 6, and now it's summer vacation, going into grade 7, right? My mom will go to Indigo and find a math workbook for grade 7 math. So that in between grade 6 and grade 7 during the summer, I can get a step ahead on the math content. So
you've unlocked a memory that I'm using that for content. I'm making a with that.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yo, the amount of workbooks I did in the summer.
Forgot that. So that was you too. So
my mom bought me workbooks all the time.
Yeah. I'd have to do a page a day.
Yeah, a page.
Get 1 page done a day. But the thing is, it's like I never learned this concept, so it's like a totally new thing. It's like,
like how am I supposed to get this?
I don't know how to do it. It's like just read it. It explains. I'm like, I don't know. I need a teacher. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna teach me? Like, clearly from my video, they're not that good at teaching.
It's more just like scolding and like telling, count, just count. Yes, I know.
Count it.
I know.
Count it. Just get the answer right.
Use your fingers. Okay.
Yeah. Like look at the number, the answer's at the back of the book. That's what you're supposed to get. And I'm like crying. I'm like, I don't know how to get it. Like, help me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's why that one stuck out to me so much because that's something I remembered from growing up and stuff like that. And honestly, like I did pretty decently in math. I'm pretty good at math. Up until a certain point where I just didn't care anymore. But for when I was actually like I actually cared about my studies, and I think it did help somehow. But I remember like school was a big thing, man. I remember when I went to high school, remember how you had to choose between academic or applied? Right. Yes.
I told my mom I'm gonna go for applied, and she laughed in my face. She's like, no, you're not. Yeah, she's like, no, you're not. You're not. I'm not saying that people that went to applied are stupid, but like she was just like, you're not going to applied. You have to go to academic.
Right. But I think it's because in her impersonation, that's kind of the mentality behind it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or it's like you won't ever get anywhere if you only take applied. See, and that's the thing too. Like
that's the Asian culture. That's the Asian.
Yeah.
I hate that so much.
Yeah, and I think especially because since I'm trying to be a teacher, like that kind of streamlining in terms of like your mentality, especially the teachers, in terms of like, oh, I'm teaching an applied class, so I can treat them this way with low expectations. And if it's an academic class, I can treat them like they're all brainiacs or whatever. But it's like that's such a bad mentality to have instead of like having high expectations for all your students so that they can succeed and stuff like that, no matter what the subject is.
Yeah, it was different. I remember I walked into an applied class one time, I think for a day. I don't remember why I was there, but it was different. It was taught very differently.
Right. Yeah. It is, I don't know. I feel like streamlining is like kind of dangerous. Yeah, but that's a whole other subject. Anyway, we had to do workbooks during the summer.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I don't relate.
Yeah, this one is
wow. Oh, I wish I could relate to that.
Yeah, the thing is, would you do that? If, let's say you have kids in the future, would you let them do math workbooks in the summer?
Honestly, I wouldn't give them math workbooks, but I would like try to teach them little things about like life, that high school did about, like how to change a car tire, how to like do stuff like that, or like how to fix stuff around the house. You know, because those are things that like are super valuable.
Of course, of course, yeah. So you'll have a life training during the summer, which is good. Yeah, that's still something. Exactly. I just meant like no math workbooks or something like that.
Oh no, I'm not making my kids do that. That's not happening.
Definitely not. Yeah, this one is for Eunice because she has definitely something to say about this one.
What?
The next one. See someone.
Oh, see someone who looks Filipino.
Yeah.
Filipino. Yeah. What's your story? I want to hear this.
Okay, so I think it was like 2 years ago. We went to Italy, and the first thing I wanted to do was get something Italian, just like Italian food, pizza. Let's get pizza in Italy. Should be good.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
And so I went to this not Filipino. We went to this Italian pizza shop in Milan. My parents were with me, And then the cashier looked Asian, but my dad thought she was Filipino. So
Oh no. Okay.
he was like, Filipino kayo? And she was like, what? I don't understand.
So she actually wasn't Filipino.
I don't know.
Or
I
she
don't
didn't,
know.
maybe she
She
didn't
just
understand.
didn't understand.
But like your dad
But,
felt the need to
he
like,
thought
I need
that
to.
she was Filipino, so he felt the need to
I have to talk to her.
because she's Filipino.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
That's
get
a big thing.
We're gonna get
Filipinos
along.
love talking to each other.
Yeah. We're gonna get along because they're also Filipino. So that means
Exactly. That's the Filipinos thing.
It's just so
Yeah.
cringy because like we're in a foreign country, we don't belong.
uh-huh.
Why are you trying to speak to the Filipinos who probably aren't Filipino? Like,
No.
Yeah.
stop.
It can even be like that's a big one. It can even be like little things like, let's say the grocery store I go to, it has like some Filipino cashiers. So my mom will if we get in line with them, she's always gonna like start a conversation with them or whatever, ask them stuff or something like that. It's always like that. Even like anywhere you go, if I see my mom and then sometimes she like likes interacting with random Filipinos, but she doesn't do that as much anymore because I feel like she's more like, nah, it's not. But I like that idea is so funny, especially when I saw that video. Is that like when Filipinos see another Filipino, yes, let me talk to them.
They're like, this is my time.
Yes.
We're gonna connect and we're gonna be friends.
We have so much in
But
common.
honestly-
We're Filipino. That's it. That's all you need.
That's all you need in life, and then we're connect. But honestly, once like when you're like Filipino and they're like, yeah, it like opens up a whole new level of like
It does.
communication.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly,
does.
yeah. And I'm not even there saying it's a bad thing, but I like this compulsion that it's like you feel like this need to do something.
Yeah.
Because
Honestly,
yeah,
yeah.
because my thing too is like, so I grew up with a lot of Filipinos. Like, I have so I have so many relatives here. My school environment, pretty pretty Filipino here and there, but especially the people who I was surrounded with all the time. Even my church is like all Filipino mostly, so it's like I'm always surrounded by them.
Right.
So going into high school, because obviously going to high school and you're thinking about, gosh, oh my god, like I gotta make friends somehow. Like I gotta, but like I gotta introduce myself and blah blah blah. So if I saw a Filipino in my class, you bet I'm gonna try to talk to him.
Yeah, you go to them first,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And it's funny because in high school, I was part of like the Filipino clique. Like that was
Exactly.
and
yeah.
I'm the white guy in the clique. There was another white guy, but I was the white guy still.
So in high school, were you just like, yo, are you Filipino? Let's be friends?
Not that. It's like you can.
It's not like that.
You're not gonna
it's
ask them?
No, it's a mind thing. Like you know they're Filipino, they know you are. So like you're like,
Oh.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
like twin telepathy.
yeah,
It's like that but with Filipinos.
Does
It's like no. You got like some
don't know
brain
what this
signals between you if you can just tell.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you just tend to gravitate. And then like by the time it was like in grade 9, I'm already just hanging out with all the
Sure.
all the
Exactly.
Filipinos. And that's that.
Exactly.
So I get that mentality. And I can't even make fun of see someone who's Filipino. That's me too, honestly. So
And you just know that Filipinos are so welcoming, you know? Like the Filipino culture is very welcoming and like they love having big groups of people. So you know there's a 90% chance they're gonna be like, yeah, let's be friends.
that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very friendly.
Yeah.
People.
Except for the people who think I'm terrible because I don't like lechon. But that's a different story.
But I think it also works with people you see on TV. So like Shay Mitchell, my mom saw her on TV when she was like, she's Filipino, right? Yeah, Shay Mitchell is Filipino.
Or if you're watching like American Idol or The Voice,
definitely.
oh,
my
he's
God.
Filipino, she's very good. Like
Yeah.
that singer.
Like as long as they're Filipino, like they will support anything.
Yes,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure, for sure.
Yeah, like that's what like I loved once I got more well known. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have support from Filipinos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because if they see you out there doing things, it's like that. It feels good.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially like in American Idol, I remember like Ramel Malubai.
Oh my God.
There's some other
Who
singers.
else? Jessica Sanchez.
Yes.
Sanchez,
Yes.
Yeah, she was.
And we're rooting for her. Like we can't
Yeah.
vote because we're in Canada, but
Yeah.
come on, guys. They never
Yeah.
make it to like top
Really.
5 or
And
whatever.
then Manny Pacquiao was just.
That's through the roof.
I swear he's like the most famous Filipino of all time.
He
Like,
has to be
has to be.
because I think he's so well beloved by people who aren't even Filipino as
Exactly.
well.
Yeah, like I feel like if he just ran, is it president in the Philippines? It's the president, right?
Mhm.
I feel like if he ran, like he'd just win.
He's trying to.
Just because
Yeah.
of his
Just
like,
'cause he's my
influence of. I mean, think about it. When he fights, 0 crimes.
Zero.
There was something like that. Something
Yeah.
a statistic like that. That's how.
Yeah, I can't remember where I heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah, That's a stat.
Because who's gonna be committing crimes? The Pacquiao fight's on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Have you ever had if you have like a lot of family or friends, do you ever have like a Pacquiao fight party?
All the time.
Those are-
All the time. When all the shoes are at the door.
They're piled
And
up
then-
like this high because something.
Yeah, all the shoes are at the door, and then you're trying to find it. It was like, yo, Pacquiao fights are crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're amazing. Yeah, especially because like I've never heard my titas yell so loudly.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's like that. Go again! It's like that.
Clapping super loud, yelling in your ear. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it's funny
And then
because
the kids don't know what's going on, and the dads and titos are just like, left hook, right hook, go.
they're trying to coach him. While
Yeah, apparently every Filipino tito is now a boxing and
expert.
I know,
Even though they'll only watch maybe the fights before the main event. Because then
Exactly.
the main event, it's always until midnight.
Yeah.
So you're there till like 1, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the fight doesn't start till then. Oh my gosh. Those
Yeah.
are the best though. I miss those a
I
lot.
do miss
Those
those.
are funny.
We need another Filipino boxer to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there are.
Yeah, that's just I think I made a video on that too about how this generation is not going to be able to experience that.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
But,
gotta,
we'll
we gotta keep that tradition alive.
Yeah.
We'll try. I want past.
Ryan, you should fight all these people that hate on you for hating with John.
I don't. You can't tell, dude, but I'm a pretty skinny dude. I don't know if I could. I don't think I've ever punched someone in my life.
Well,
Not
now's
out
your
of like
chance.
maliciousness.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I have like wrestled with my friends out of anger, maybe that. But I don't know if I've ever thrown a punch.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever like hit someone like straight up.
Yeah.
I
Never.
think that's a good thing, guys.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Maybe we'll fight one day for like charity or something. No, that's not. Maybe not.
Okay.
We'll fake it.
Logan,
We'll
Paul.
choreograph it like a
We'll
WWE.
choreograph it.
Just so no one gets hurt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a random one. This is another video, but I wanted to ask this because I actually don't even know where this idea comes from. It was a video that you were impersonating your dad, and you turned the light on in the car, and then he starts losing his mind because like,
Yeah.
oh, what, you want us to get arrested?
Yeah.
And the thing is, my dad said the same thing,
Yeah, my dad did too.
and my dad's white, so it's not even just a Filipino thing. It's just like
Yeah.
a dad
A
thing.
dad thing.
It's like
Yeah,
what-
I should have captioned that differently so that way, like
Oh,
usually,
no, I thought it was fine still.
is it-
I
yeah,
just, like,
this is a side note, but like usually when I just put Filipino,
mhm.
it'll change. Like my viewers, like non-Filipinos will usually scroll past it. It's
Oh,
like
interesting.
yeah, but anyways, yeah,
but
like
yeah.
that's a thing. I don't even think it's illegal.
I
Yeah,
looked it up and
Felt like it was.
yeah, I looked it up and it said it wasn't.
Mm.
But there's
Yeah,
like
I
no
don't-
concrete reason why. Like I can't remember the explanation that my parents gave me to why it was bad.
I think it's just annoying to them. Because
Yeah,
like
right?
same thing when I'm driving, I find it annoying when the lights on.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think the reason why I did it, I had a Game Boy Advance, right? But I had the one that doesn't have the backlight.
Yeah, yeah.
So you need like
Oh,
a light. I didn't have the SP, dude. We didn't have that much, okay? But because of that, I needed the light, so I thought I would turn the car light on so I could see my game.
Yeah.
But my dad's like, no, not while I'm driving. You
Guess
can't
you're
turn that
not
on.
playing
I'm like,
tonight.
oh,
Yeah.
sad.
oh
But-
man. Yeah, that's a thing. It's weird. That's a weird thing.
It's a weird one because no one knows why. You just
Yeah.
listen to. You're just like, yep, I will not leave the light on.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Do this one.
Which one? The next one?
No, that one. Yeah.
This one?
No.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we had. I think this one was funny because I feel like I've heard this before, but when the video came and I watched it, I was like, oh my gosh, where did I hear this? It was a video where you're saying, when your mom or your Lola is mad at you, they say something like, as if you're somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who this person
Who is
is.
that?
I think this somebody's Manny Pacquiao because that's the only person who matches that somebody.
Right, like that expectation or
I
whatever.
don't
they're
know
trying to- yeah.
who it is. Like who's somebody? Oh my gosh, my Lola always says it. As if you're somebody, huh? Like yes, I'm me.
Yeah.
But who is somebody that you're comparing me to
Yeah.
that gets all these privileges?
Yeah, that's
I
funny.
feel like the thing is like I feel like I've heard it, but I don't know. I can't remember like a specific example. But it seems
No.
like something that's so true. But the way I interpreted it, it was like you think like you're like if you're talking to me like that, or if like you have like an attitude, which I do sometimes for
Uh-huh.
sure. It's like it's like I think of myself as someone who's great
Who's
or whatever
better
because
Yeah.
I can talk
or-
like this,
Right.
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And you never heard this?
I've only heard my mom say about other people. Like, she's like ranting about other.
As if she's somebody, right? Yeah.
That's, yeah.
The chismosa. That's what all the titas love.
Chismosa, yeah.
What is that?
Chismosa.
It's like gossip.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, you never heard that?
I never heard that.
Oh.
No,
They love gossip.
They do.
that's true.
All
Love
titas.
gossip.
And they will deny it.
Yes, they do.
That's the thing.
They
Everyone
will
denies
deny
it,
They're
but
like, "I don't
everyone does it.
gossip. I'm respectful." And then you hear them on the phone with their friends. They're like, "I know, like my Raymond, he my full name's Raymond.
Yeah.
Like Raymond did this the other day." In Tagalog, I can't speak. I don't know how to say it. But like,
It's like, dang it, what's she saying about me? That's my thing.
I hear it, but then I'm like, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's always. Sometimes it's usually about us. You know, it's always about us somehow.
yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah. But sometimes it's good when like it's like they're speaking you up. It's like, oh, he did this or whatever. But the thing I always hated about that is that I don't know if this could be just an Asian thing in general, but it's really a thing with Filipinos. It's like the comparativeness
Oh yeah.
of like, oh, she's doing that. Why aren't you doing this?
Yeah.
Or look at what he's doing. Look at him. Why can't you be like that
Yeah,
or
I
something
hated
like that? It's like,
A lot of comparisons happen also.
yeah. That's a sad thing. That's why I want to try to like learn from that and try to not do that as much.
Yeah.
If like
Yeah.
we're parents one day, try to
Don't do
like,
it.
Yeah.
not compare. Like you're good for you. Don't try too hard to be somebody else.
Exactly.
You want to take the next one?
Do this one. This
Oh,
one's
okay.
interesting.
Just because I can relate to this, you talked about you did it. It was about your dad again, and he's talking about like, you know how I made my money in my sabong days or whatever. And it was such a culture shock to me because when I was in the Philippines, they showed me the places where they would have it. I didn't attend one, but they're like, yeah, that's where they do the cockfighting, and I'm like, that's a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing until I went to the Philippines. Like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
And then one of my friends made a funny video with it, like with the words, with the play on words.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I messaged him like, hey, can I use this? Like, funny idea. And then he said, yeah. So I was like,
Oh, okay.
it's fun. Yeah.
Man. And so you only found out about it when you were in the Philippines.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I want to hear something crazier. I swear, I've seen some of my titos sometime. They be live streaming that from here. They live stream that, so you can watch it like on the internet or something.
See, it's a Filipino. It's weird.
They have like a cockfighting World Cup that
Yeah.
happens every year. Yeah,
World Cup.
a World Cup.
Wow.
It's like
I need to watch that. I need to start watching that.
Imagine if PETA got a hold of this and found this out about this. Oh, geez, we'd be over. The Filipino culture would be canceled.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, it's just funny because it's something so normal there.
It is.
But when we find out about it here, it's like, whoa, that's crazy. That's insane.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
So different.
That's why it's always interesting to see that kind of like difference culturally. It's like normal for them. For us, we wouldn't think about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. This one.
What?
You guys have notes? Sorry,
We have notes. Yeah. It's pretty much what we sent you, just so we can like remember. Because sometimes we just go off.
Is this gonna be
tangents.
edited or is it straight through live?
We're straight up doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just edit whatever. I don't know yet.
Nah, we all of it.
Yeah.
Live
Okay,
off the
sick.
cuff,
Cool.
Live off the cuff. Yeah.
Cool.
You wanna go? You go. You wanna go with this one?
What?
This one.
one?
This one.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So there was another one where your mom or your Lola saying like all of these bad things that are happening, and it's because you're on your cell phone too much.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everything. Like it's just again, it's so exaggerated. They always say that. They always blame your cell phone. And now that like I'm on TikTok and
Yeah.
stuff, and I'm on my phone like more,
Oh.
I would say,
Probably worse now.
yeah, it's like it's because you're on your cell phone. That's why your skin is messed up. Like, and then I obviously over exaggerated the video to make it funnier.
Yeah.
But yeah, they blame the cell phone a lot.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up because
Funny.
I thought it was so funny. Maybe this is a generational thing, but because when I was in high school, my phone was like a LG slide,
Yeah.
like the old keyboard. So you never really had to complain about kids being on their cell phone too much.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Is that you? Okay, we're good.
Speaking of cell
Oh, we're good. On your cell phone too much. But for us, it was always the computer. For me, at least, it's like, oh, it's because you're on the computer too much. You're
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at the
it was
computer
that.
screen.
Oh,
too much
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. So I always got it's like it's the same mentality, but it was more of that because now my mom's on her phone just as much as I am, so it's like she's
Exactly.
not gonna scold me for being on my phone, right? That's what.
Like Candy Crush.
Yeah, Candy Crush.
Does your mom play Candy
To
Crush?
beat my high
Like all
score.
the games.
I think I'd have a tough time explaining to my mom how to play like a phone game.
Oh no, she's just on Facebook all day.
She looks at stuff, tells me to buy things on Amazon for her, stuff like that.
Yeah, literally, my mom.
simple things like that.
I'm dead.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was good because I definitely could relate to that. Another thing about that, I didn't get glasses until I think like first year, second year uni.
Yeah.
Really?
And the thing is, I think I've needed them most of my life.
Yeah,
And
I feel that.
So when I got to get my glasses, I'm like, oh my gosh, my mom is going to tell me just because I'm on the phone too much or computer too much, she's going to get mad at me because now I have to wear glasses. So I was so scared to tell her that I needed glasses.
Oh my god.
Because the whole time I was thinking, I'm like, she's going to take my computer. She's going to tell me not to go on the computer as much. She's going to tell me not to be on my phone as much and stuff like that. But yeah.
You were just squinting like all the time, eh?
Oh,
like,
yeah. I remember in high school, I would ask if I could sit closer because I couldn't see the board.
yeah, I would do that too.
Because I thought it was normal. I was like, there's no way you could see that from back here. Right?
Yeah, no.
But yeah.
It must be nice to be able to wake up with perfect vision, right?
What is that like? Do you wear contacts?
No, I wish I could. Sorry, me?
Yeah, do you wear contacts or glasses?
Yeah, I wear contacts. I'm wearing contacts right now, but I usually wear glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll never know what it's like unless. Would you ever get like LASIK or something like that, or?
If I needed to for a job, yeah, but nah, probably not.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind glasses too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
I think I'm too scared to wear contacts though.
Yeah.
Like when things are pointing at my eyes, I get all freaked out. So I don't know if I could like my reflex is too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a you thing.
Yeah, when I go for the eye exams and they have to like shoot the thing in,
Oh my gosh, and you twitch like.
I get scared. They have to do it like 10 times for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah. What else do we got? You do this one. Do this one. That's you.
Did your dad teach you how to drive?
Because you have a
Like that
video about
video.
that. You have a video about that too.
No. Okay, so here's a funny thing. My dad did not teach me how to drive, but my brothers and I have two brothers, two older brothers.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we always imitate the way our dad talks. So they taught me how to drive when I didn't have a license in a parking lot.
Oh, okay, nice.
It was like basically what my brother would say and stuff like, "Come on, man, don't hit the curb. Like, go that way," like stuff like that. But no, my dad didn't teach me, but my brothers did, in my dad's home.
But they taught them, so they're pretty much. It was.
Yeah,
the line
yeah.
is there
It's
still.
like
Yeah.
passed
Exactly,
down.
the connection is there.
Yeah. Did your dad taught you how to drive?
I went with a driving instructor, but I practiced with him a lot.
What was that like?
That was hell.
Yeah,
It's
I can't.
video.
I hate driving with my parents because like then they're like passenger seat drivers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they'll scream like they'll be like, "Ay!" And then I'm like, "What happened? Like, don't do that while I'm driving."
There's a car 20 feet in front of you. You not?
Yeah.
Did you see it? I'm like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, I see it.
It's like, I see it. Do you want to die? Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of screaming. That's what I
really-
remember.
Yeah. When we were practicing with him.
Yeah, it's like you have to turn, keep turning, keep turning.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna hit the curb. Watch the curb. Watch the mirror. Look at your mirror. Look at your mirror. Check your mirrors. It's just.
The thing is, it's so funny, but I get that, because like driving is such like obviously it's a huge responsibility. So like as a parent, and it's like your kids doing it for like somewhat the first time, I could understand the reasoning to be like a little bit like touchy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I remember my first driving lessons with the instructor. I couldn't make the first left turn. I almost crashed right into the friggin'. I didn't turn the wheel as much.
Oh man.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I remember the moments I didn't know how to drive. It's so weird.
It's
Now driving is just like automatic. It's
Right.
like just driving everywhere
I know.
easily.
You don't even think about it. That's why sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm driving. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, literally, you'll be on the highway and then you pass a sign. You're like, "Oh, I'm here. I'm driving. Okay, here we go."
Yeah. But I thought that one was really funny though.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would imagine it'd be like. This is like a random one, but you posted a video of you at a golf range. Your tutorial. Okay.
My
so,
tutorial.
So you swing, you hit the ball, swing it.
Yeah, that was like my worst hit ever. But my dad loves playing golf.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember he literally had to talk with me saying, "Raymond, you're not tall, you're not big, you're not gonna be an NBA player, you're not gonna make money playing basketball. You should play golf because it doesn't require you to be anything tall like that. And I'm like, okay, we'll try this out. And then he's like talking to me as I'm swinging. He's like, hit the ball like this, eye on the ball, hit it, pinky over here. Like you have to hold a certain way.
Right.
So
yeah, the grip is interesting.
yeah, it's so weird. And then like it's just so funny. So I decided to do a voiceover just as a random video.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was kind of one of my throwaway videos. I was like, okay, I'll just post something today.
Yeah.
And then it just
No, I thought that was great because I think I started getting into golf somewhat recently, like the past like year, like when it was during pandemic times. When I'm like, oh, let's go to the driving range, let's hit some balls.
yeah, exactly.
But once you start getting it, it feels amazing.
Yeah, it feels so. It's hard.
Whoa,
It is hard.
it's so hard because you came with me a couple times too,
Yeah.
and it's like really frustrating. But when you
Yeah.
spear it, it's like the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool because it's like golf isn't as seen as like such an accessible sport. But I think
Mhm.
more people gotta try it. It's really fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Because that's like one thing you can't just like be randomly good at golf. Like you have to be like good and practice.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It goes with every other sport, but golf is like one of the hardest sports I've ever played in my life.
I think so too. Just
So
especially
hard.
with how you have to be. Honestly, it does require some athleticism.
Yeah.
Because like the
Yeah.
way you have to understand your body really well, you have to have good control. You have to have good coordination and all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's not as easy as people think it is. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
gotta try it.
And it's not all strength. You have to be able to like minimize your strength so the ball doesn't go too far. And
Exactly.
it's really hard. The first time I went to play golf, like at an actual golf range, was in the summer.
Uh
I lost like 9 golf balls,
huh.
like just into the wood. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no.
My dad brought a lot with us. He's like, you're gonna lose a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy
It
the
was
cheap
hilarious.
ones until you're really good, because you're gonna just go
Yeah.
wherever.
Buy the cheap ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I think we had one more.
You have to ask.
This is the last one about specifically your content. But
Okay.
there I forgot what the video was, but it's your dad yelling at you for some reason, and I couldn't.
There's a lot of videos of that.
Pretty much all of them. But I love the background music that you choose for some of them. Because one of them was the song that was like, I will be here
Yeah.
when you feel like and I'm like, why do you know that
It's
song? 'Cause
just-
I feel like it's such like a niche song. That's
Yeah,
like your
because you
parents
hear
would
it in
listen to.
teleseries, but you never like think about it
That's true.
until like someone that's not in the teleserie, aka me,
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
Canadianized, Americanized Filipino,
Yeah, yeah.
basically reenacting a scene in the teleserie.
In the
And it's just
teleseries.
like, why is this music playing in the background?
I
It's so
know.
funny.
Killed me.
That was so funny just because it's like I've heard that song so many times when I was growing up, and it's especially because us too, because like we're like pretty like church going people and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's like I've heard that song so many times, and it's like a typical like, oh, we need to play this at our wedding.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and it's so sweet and it's about God and
It's like
whatever.
every wedding I went to in the 90s and the early 2000s, the groom sang that song or someone played it.
Yeah,
at
it's
the
all
party.
it's a staple choice for
So
sure.
Yeah.
Why is this here?
Yeah. We just thought it was so funny because I'm like, oh my gosh, the fact that you know that song is just hilarious.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, I'll put random music in the background.
Yeah,
It's funny.
I heard one where it was ocho ocho in the background.
Yeah, like yeah, like literally.
While your dad's yelling at you, oh, you just hear ocho ocho.
Yeah, Ultra's playing on the like I try to make it sound like they're playing it on the radio.
Yeah, that's what I got from it. That's
Yeah,
exactly.
It's kind of funny. It gets funny because it's like I'm getting scolded and like I'm going through like a super hard time with my dad yelling at me like a life lesson, and then Ultra's playing in the background. Like what?
The song totally does not match what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's great.
I don't know why that's so funny. to
That,
me.
we thought that one was hilarious. We were crying for that one. Oh my
It
gosh.
just killed me. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
That was good. It was fun. Yeah. Do you want to ask that last one because we kind of talked about
Oh yeah, we already had
food already? Okay. So we're gonna put you through the lightning round.
Oh,
Okay, so we're gonna have like some quick
shit.
fire,
Okay,
quick intuition.
quick intuition. Okay,
Intuition.
Rex.
Yes. Don't spoil anything.
I'll try not to.
So these are gonna be really easy, really dumb.
Okay.
You wanna go?
Are you just gonna play? Are you gonna play some dramatic music or
Yeah,
something? All right,
always.
go ahead. You want me to ask?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Lightning
Okay,
round.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, your go-to bubble tea flavor.
Oh shit. Taro.
Okay, good. What did you have for lunch today?
What I have for lunch? Sinangag and spam.
Amazing. Favorite basketball player?
Derrick Rose 2011.
Oh, okay, great choice. Guilty pleasure.
Whoa. What? I don't even. Oh, I love watching Dr. Pimple Popper on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, so that's fine. Best chip flavor.
All dressed or all season. All dressed.
All dressed.
Ruffle.
Yes, good. Yes, all dressed. Favorite fast food place.
McDonald's.
Good choice. First vacation.
Philippines.
Best Timbit flavor.
Old fashioned plain.
Okay.
Yes.
A superpower you want.
To be able to teleport.
Okay, amazing.
And that's
Time. That's it. Nice. That was a good.
That old fashioned plain one. No one likes those.
Thank you, me too. I
Which
say
is
that
good.
too.
I love those ones. Those are my
Yes.
favorite.
There's just the straight up ones. Those are fine. I mean, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with them.
But no one.
It's when you dip it in coffee or like you drink it with a coffee.
Oh,
or
you
something.
sao, right?
Yeah, sao it. That's.
That's how my
Yeah.
mom would tell me to do.
I love old fashioned plain Timbits.
Oh, man.
Because it's not complicated. It's so simple. Yeah.
And it's good because if no one else likes them, then those are the only ones left over, all
Exactly.
for you. There
Exactly.
you go. I was so picky with Timbits when I was a kid. I only got the chocolate ones. I was so picky.
Those are my least favorite ones, eh? The
Now,
chocolate ones.
now they're not as amazing. Like
Yeah.
now everything is good to me. It's just like But I used to be like really picky.
Yeah.
Thank you also for saying all dressed. That's a
Rep the
Canadian
Canadians.
rep the Canadian flavor chips.
It's all dressed, right?
Yeah,
Is
the
there
Ruffles ones, right? Like
dressed?
the
Yeah, those are so good.
They're like orangey kind of flavor
Yeah.
color.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are so good. Oh my gosh, I
They're
haven't had
really
chips
freaking
in
good.
a month. I think. Oh gosh, getting withdrawal. But yes, old school Derrick Rose. Oh my gosh, he was.
2011 Derrick Rose. That's when I started playing basketball in 2011.
Oh, nice.
wow.
He was built
yeah.
different. Do you ever play
Yeah.
in any like leagues or anything?
Yeah, I played in a lot.
Nice.
Like 2011 is when I started taking basketball serious, so
Okay,
that's
cool.
why Derrick Rose was my favorite.
Dope.
But I always played in like NABA, stuff like that. I don't know if you guys ever heard of these Filipino leagues,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of your friends played in them.
No, but is there a team called the Falcons on that?
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes.
All my cousins played on that team.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the light blue team.
Yes. Yeah. All my
Like,
cousins
they
played.
they probably know my dad.
Oh wow,
That's
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah, because I had one of my cousins who was really good at basketball because he's doing other things now. But when he was in high school, he played at Father Henry Carr.
What's his name?
Andrew. Shout out to
Camera.
Andrew if you're watching this. But yeah, all my cousins were like really sick at basketball. I'm like
Yeah.
okay. I love playing. Like don't get me wrong, I
Yeah.
love playing. Thing is, when I was playing basketball in high school, out of my friend group when we hit up Hoop Dome, and for our run, I'm the tallest. So I'm getting stuck in center. I'm 5'9". Okay? So we're going up against
That's tall. That's tall.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
for
is tall.
Filipinos that's tall, but
That's
in,
really tall.
And in basketball, that's short.
That's very
Very
short.
short.
So if I'm playing big man over here trying to get all the rebounds and play inside. I can't do anything.
Yeah, you don't get by.
Literally.
It's rough. Especially you know about this, but our church we had like a Filipino church league,
Oh,
like
God.
Toronto churches.
Is that like YFC? Like the YFC league or?
I'm not sure. I don't know if it was that
No,
official.
no,
It was like it was more like grassroots kind of thing.
Ah, okay.
But we were definitely the worst team, and we played in 2 seasons. We didn't win a single game, so that was fun.
As long as you guys had fun, you know.
But we
I
took
love
it.
the fun.
We took it so hard because we're like, we just wanted to win one game, man. We
Yeah.
got all these nice. We ordered these nice uniforms. We're like, this is so awesome. It has my
Yeah.
name on it. That's crazy. And then
Oh my God.
that was pretty bad.
Mhm.
But yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah.
What's next?
I think that's it.
That's it.
Crazy. I think yeah.
Wow, that was an
It's
hour and
either
8
been over an hour.
It's
Yeah.
been way
Yeah.
over now.
That flew. Honestly,
Yeah.
That was fun.
that was so
That was-
fun. I don't know if you. I don't know if. Do you have any questions for us? I don't know if you have.
We talked a lot about ourselves.
What was your inspiration for this podcast?
We love
And the name, sorry, and the name.
Oh, we can
I
get
like the
into
name.
that. We can get into
I
that.
love the name.
We talked about it in our opening podcast, but for you, we love listening to podcasts, and we just thought, we just like having conversations with each other. So we thought, why not do something creative? I guess because we're both pretty like artsy people. Like we're both musicians. We like to play music.
Oh,
and
yeah?
stuff. Yeah. She's a really good like visual artist as well and stuff like that. So we just wanted to have like a creative outlet to do something together.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I
fun.
like that.
Yeah, it's just fun to make it and stuff like that. I mean, we would love to get this to like a place where we can commit to doing this like more and stuff like that. Because this is more of a side thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the name. Do you want to explain the name? Do you want me to explain the name?
So the name means, well, it's half full. So I am the full Filipino. Ryan is the half Filipino. So half full podcast.
That is totally not what I thought it was gonna be. That is the funniest thing.
But it's also like it can also be like we look at things like half full.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I thought.
Optimistically and stuff like that. Yeah.
That is freaking hilarious. Yo, I love that.
Yeah. And I mean, I part of it too is like, so me growing up as a half Filipino, there was always something inside that felt like I'm not Filipino enough, kind of thing.
Right.
Because it's like I'm like, well, I'm only half. I'm only this much Filipino. But then as I grew older, I kind of started identifying. It's like, no, I'm Filipino and white, as opposed to I'm a little bit Filipino and a little bit white. So I started looking at my half as half full, as opposed to like half empty. Kind of thing.
Right.
So it's more like a mentality kind of thing.
Right.
Because I feel like I have a lot to share about Filipino culture, but I feel like maybe some people wouldn't take what I say maybe like to the most, like, I don't know, genuineness, because I'm not a full Filipino.
Right,
I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We also wanted to use this to introduce you to some Filipino things in pop culture.
Yeah, and I'm learning a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like you're learning a lot.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be the full podcast after, since we're trying to turn this guy full. Okay.
But,
First, we have to work on your lechon desire.
Yes.
hey, we're gonna
That's the first.
one day we're gonna just hit up a bunch of lechon places, and we're just gonna see.
Oh my god.
YouTube video?
That's what I'm
That could
saying.
be a YouTube video.
That's what I'm saying. So with the previous guest, we were thinking about having like, it'd be so good post COVID to have mukbang podcasts.
Oh god. Yeah.
Right? You go to
Sure.
hit up like a local Filipino place, get some food, you know.
We should film a video, guys. I would love to.
Yeah, honestly, in the
sure.
future, I'm so down.
Yeah.
So down. You can use me as the white guy or whatever, it doesn't matter.
the white guy. No problem. That's a cool way for the name.
Yeah, that we actually thought it was awesome. We were gonna call it something completely different, but when we came up with that, we were like, yeah, that's
We tried thinking about
And then you guys have the boba in your profile picture. Is
yeah,
it boba?
It's supposed to be hello hello
yeah,
actually.
hello. Yeah.
Oh really? Okay. I
And
need
then
to do
it's
that.
like a little sticko as the straw.
Oh, is that a sticker? What? Wait. No way.
He's gotta look at it.
Tripping?
My eyes have
Oh my gosh, it is.
Yeah.
At first glance, yeah, it is hello hello. At first glance,
yeah, Eunice designed the logo actually. She did a really good job with that. We'll have merch
cool.
one day.
salam. Yeah.
We'll get that merch one day. Yeah.
Hey, that's sick.
Yeah. But before we end off, plug all of your stuff. Where can people find you? Where do you want us to find you? Go. All put it all.
All right, so my TikTok and my Instagram is my name at Ray Tarca. If you search up Tito Ray in the search bar, it'll probably come up.
We'll also have links. Yeah.
Yeah, my YouTube is Ray Tarca, same thing. And I'm trying to get bigger on YouTube. My following isn't as big on there, but yeah, go there and subscribe. Show some support. And that's where you can find me at.
Amazing. And obviously, you can find us at the Half Full Pod on everything: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever.
Watch us on the tubes.
Yes. If you don't want to look at us, listen to us on Spotify or iTunes.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Oh, you guys are on Spotify too?
Yes.
Sir.
They're
Oh
everywhere.
my gosh, we're crazy.
And
But anyway, Ray, once again, man, thank you so much for joining us. It's an
Thank you
absolute
guys for
honor.
having me. Thank you.
So much fun.
yeah.
But anyway, thank you guys for listening. Please check out Ray. Thank you for all the support. Just take care out there. Stay safe. Wear a mask. All that good stuff. We'll get through this.
And don't forget, buckle up your shit.
Exactly. Listen to Tito Ray over here.
Yay.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye bye.
Take care.